So next up, we've got Uning, who's going to be giving us a Geographic Calculator tip. So Uning, take it away.
I'm going to share the screen with you, Uni. I'm just going to change the presenter here. Give me 1 second. And off you go.
All right, thank you guys. Yeah, this is Uning again, and special GIS specialist at Blue Marble Geographics. So in this section, I will be talking about Geographic Calculator, but highlighting a little bit more tips and tricks in the software through the interface. Just
Uni,
checking if we, yeah.
I'm sorry. We are not seeing. We're seeing the ASUS ZenBook screen.
Okay, let me. Okay, let me see how to man monitor. How about this?
Now I see you. Oh, now is your presentation. Excellent. Off you go.
Okay, yeah,
Thank
good.
you.
So yeah, here's the outline for this shorter session of the presentation. These are some of the hidden techniques, I would say, in the calculator software that are either worth mentioning or just to helping to save the processing time particularly. So for your GIS data, coordinate transformation in a variety data type. So, right. First, we are going to cover the geodetic registry update. While our product manager, Scott, has just mentioned that, introduced that briefly, I will going to do a quick live demo to show you how it is working in the software. So you don't worry about if you are on the older version or the latest version. We will work through that. Then we will discuss data cropping and splitting functionalities during the coordinate transformation job in the software. It's helping you to filter out some unwanted part of your data and thus speeding up the time of your coordinate transformation job. Last, I will talk about some batch processing functionalities in the software as well. It's to help to streamline the workflow for some coordinate transformation for a series of files in the same formats at once, and no scripting needed either. All right. So let's jump into the intro of the geodetic data source update. So just as you know, many transformation methods in geodetic science come out from around the world. So their definition are added to the online registry periodically. So whether your software, like standalone software, is up to date or not, this tool basically could be still run to update the data source from online registry for your local software. It is useful if your data set is out of date. If users are unsure whether it is up to date or not, you can always run the same tool to double check. I saw that Scott has just checked that, run that tool, and to see that, okay, it's already updated, so should be all set. And so I will show you a quick video demonstrating how the update works. While it is going to demo to only update from our GeoCalc online registry, which is something we recommend, users can always update from IOGP online registers too. So which works for any geo repository, like the custom one, the proprietary one, from which benefits our enterprise users really greatly. So the default one is EPSG geodetic parameter datasets. And such update functionality should work from version 2020 SP2. As you know, the latest one should be 2023 SP1. However, all of the customers with this compatible version should be all eligible for the this online data source update for your software. But the biggest difference between the update in the old versions old versions, and that in the latest version is that several new methods will be only added to the latest version after running this SAM tool. So you can see in the slides, as well as Scott mentioned before, what's new transformation added in the newest method. So if you are using the older version, even if you update your geodetic data source, it's not going to show up anyway. So if you are the user who are interested in those transformation and currently still having the old calculator software installed, I just suggest you can contact us directly to at least request for some trial license for the latest version. So just ask. Okay. And that's a quick demo of how the update works on the machine. So, okay. So I navigate to the data source main menu and to select import object from GeoCalc online registry, the method. Here's another one method you can select. And then it shows it's downloading the change of the data source since April last year, which is the update time for the library I currently use the software. So obviously it needs to be updated at this moment. So the dialog will list all the new objects that are going to be added soon. So I click update here, this corner, and another couple of minutes, I should be able to see the pop-up that's saying the update is done. Okay, so like that. So if I go back to my software, really, this is my installation of the calculator software. So I just run the SAM tool to check it is if it is up to date for my data source. So all set. There's no need to be done with my. Okay, so that's it. The first tips and trick, I recommend you check that and to see if it is updated for your software. Next, 3 tips and tricks. A little bit, I would like to getting started to work on real coordinate transformation job. Each one I will show you as a quick demo in the software as well. The first one is the crop functionality, which is basically define the boundary from the original file to limit the data to be transformed. So it works for both raster and your vector data, as long as they are supported on import in calculator software. The second one I would like to introduce is about splitting. It works especially well with your vector data that contains multiple layers within one file, for example, the CAD file. So quite useful to split layers from one file, a single file, into separate file, like a layer by layer. So this is the hidden techniques I can show you later as well. The third one is about the batch transformation job. So through the interface. So really time-saving operation. This tool works with mostly all types of your GIS data as long as supported on import, including like vector data, raster data, also tabular data, so spreadsheet. For example, in Excel, CSV file, text file, really simple data input, or seismic survey data. So this all can be done through the batch job transformation. So we will move on to the software. As you can see my software here for my first job, it's basically input data is a raster type. So I choose the this called raster transform job. I renamed it for reuse or for better recognition. But what I really do, just drag my image file as input, set up the source coordinate system as well as the target coordinate system, and selected the appropriate horizontal transformation and as well as the vertical transformation. So what I want to do, especially useful when you have pretty large raster data, but you can see, you might notice there are some like empty areas in the middle. So what you can do is try like cropping. So I click the set transformation area here at the bottom, showing up the dialog of like a viewer. So you can start to define the bound by using polygon, rectangular crop area, or elliptical area. So 3 options. So if I just would like to like limit it, the boundary to this little the part side of my this is our digital surface model generating from our LiDAR data from our customer Old Valley survey. I really appreciate they provide the really great data source. So after double click, I can close the bound and to see that computation methods using the user defined. And then when I click process, it will only limit to run transformation job in that area. So I already pre-run that. So to review how your output looks like, we can open the viewer in the calculator software. It's like a map viewer. We can load my output data quickly. All Valley survey output, it's my 0.1 meter DSM in WGS 84 UTM zone 11 north. After a couple of seconds, so it's loading data and it will show up the output as like partially. So it could be especially useful if you don't need everything. You just crop out the unwanted area to avoid like an unnecessary processing time for the empty area. All right, let's move on to splitting. So what I do to input is a CAD file in DWG file. Another data provider from our customers, David A. Evans and Associate Incorporation. They provide a pretty good like structure plan, DWG in the between the Washington state and the Idaho state. It's a bridge like construction plan. What I would like to do is to do the crop and to only output selected layers. So I select the crop button in this vector data conversion job dialog. And as you can see on the right panel, there are layers showing up and to be selected for for output. So for example, I just focus on the road system, some site system, and the building, for example. So maybe just for this 5 layers, and then to just to have the full bound to be selected, and I can do process as at the same time. So that's process that. It should be. I'm going to load a new data for my CAD file after output. So it is the output. Check. In net 83 2011. So it will be, since it's different data source, so the different tabs will be generated. All right, so as you can see, it only filtered the 4 selected layer on output. So it's quite might be also useful to utilize this crop tool to split layer into separate files as output. Okay, so last one, I would like to talk about the batch convert. So how to create that? As you can see, I have already have that 7 setup. It's pretty time consuming, especially if you have like thousands or hundreds of the data to be in queue for transformation. So what I would do, as long as they are all in the same file format, I would just right click our project folder to create a batch. The batch type depends on the import data type. For example, if you have tabular data, like series of tabular data in text file CSV, you might choose like a point database conversion batch. So the first options. But my cases are a lot of LiDAR LAZ files. So what I would choose is like the batch vector data conversion. So then a newly created batch vector data conversion, I would do some setup here. So by using right click and batch add, and then to just set up to set up my input as well as some CRS info. So I'm going to drag a series of my topo LiDAR data in Maryland, for example. And what I could do, since simply because sometimes it cannot detect my source coordinate system, but I store it as an external project, PRJ projection file. So I can simply drag it to have the calculator read and read this in this dialog pretty easily. So next thing I would do the double click coordinate transformation job here because I'm only doing the vertical transformation. You can see the vertical changed as well while remaining the same as the projection and datum and the horizontal datum. And like that, I will just after selecting that, I will just not redo it again. It's pretty simple, but you just have to click generate in this dialog. Then the result of the jobs will be in queue and ready for process. Like that, I'm already preset up. So I just to run it, I just right click the batch and to hit the process, and then it will like go through individually in queue, so you don't have to worry about your software. Just wait a moment without any further manual click on or operation in the software and waiting for the output. So I think that's probably some hidden tips and tricks I would like to show you at the end of today in this GeoTalks conference talks. I hope you enjoy, and yeah, let me know if you have question or yeah, just how enjoyed.
Awesome. Thank you so much.